Unmute. Right, include your audio in.
Going on and off. Oh.
Right, good evening everyone, and welcome to SF1 GP1, the British Grand Prix, where in 30 seconds, quali will begin. I'm joined today by my good friend Seth. How are you, Seth, my friend?
I'm good. Hopefully everyone can hear me.
We'll have a look now for a minute.
Good. Tickets
Perfect.
going on and off and off. Ooh.
Right. We're still waiting for a few people to join. They're currently a bit late, but we have enough for Q2. Hopefully a few more will join in time for the race, and then we'll have a full lobby hopefully soon. But right now, we're going to have one very unhappy driver. So it'll be the one driver that's out of quali. Who will it be?
Well, technically, they should all go through to Q1 because Is Lewis has a ban to serve. We'll see if he serves it this time round.
You're a good man. I forgot about that for a second week running. There's me saying someone's going to be out. It should be him.
Is Leclerc, who I don't believe is in, also has a quali ban as well.
Yes, he is one of the ones we're waiting for, along with the other McLaren driver, the other Red Bull driver. Absolute today is not going to be with us because he's in a different country, so he's on a plane I think somewhere, so hopefully we'll be back seeing him next week.
I completely missed who was at first.
Eke, mate. Eke's out first on the softs.
Oh, I'm on board with
We've got two people out on mediums, Hilly and Coatsy.
sensible move.
We've seen quite a lot of different strategies, to be honest, in the GP2 and GP3 races. We even saw people start on hards.
I changed the hards on Friday and they were horrible.
It does take a few laps for them to warm up, which is the problem, especially if you're starting on them.
Yeah, they were slidey, let's say. Not my favourite tyres. I don't think I'll ever use them again. In fact, I don't even think we saw them in the whole of 2018. Hard tyres.
Yeah, it's a strange one, because in GP2, myself and Diagoro, we started on softs and had blistering pace at the beginning, but Lucky behind us started on hards and managed to keep with us for first stint on them, so they weren't too bad, but then again he wasn't battling for positions, he was just head down concentrating. I'm guessing if you're in traffic, they would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I can imagine. They take a little while to get going, that's for sure.
And also this track we found quite a few penalties in the last couple of GPs as well.
Yeah, a lot of track limits. I think mostly on the two very, very fast right-handers, which you can take full throttle if you're brave enough, but unfortunately occasionally they do throw you off track.
Yeah, it's a very risky thing, especially in quali. If you pushing that bit harder and you get an invalid lap time, it really knackers you up.
And also this corner here where Eki's coming around that last corner, take that just a little bit too wide, it does pull you up to 1:26.838. Okay.
Now that's a good lap. That's what we saw Diagoro yesterday in GP2 managed to qualify on pole with.
And Gohan with a 1:27 exactly flat. 0:00.
Wow, to the millisecond.
Williams come back in, so I imagine he's having a little bit of a play around there. Or is it no? He's coming out. Strange.
We've got Hilly and Coatsy on laps on mediums, so it'd be interesting to see what their pace is like.
Hilly's just crossed 1:28.2, Umpy with a 1:29.4.
And Hilly must have been warming up. No, Coatsy, sorry, must have been warming up his tyres a bit there with a 1:37.7.
I think Umpy maybe was bedding in as well, because it's a very slow lap for Umpy. He's a fast driver and a good qualifier.
Umpy's in the wrong car as well.
He is.
He is not a Mercedes driver, he is a Sauber driver.
Well, there is a spare Mercedes at the moment, so it's not going to cause too much issue. We'll just have to...
maybe he's had a contract offer we haven't been told about, but...
And there's a track limit there, on board with Umpy. He's just crossed that second right-hander, the one just before Magnussen and Beckett's. And there's my notification a few minutes late telling me that SF1 is streaming live.
Ryan's popped up into 4th on mediums with a 1:27.9, so he's now highest of the medium runners. Good lap by him there. And we also have a debutant this race, which is Bruder Goats in the Haas. So it'd be interesting to see what pace this lad's got. Our second Irishman on the grid as well, with Ryan.
A little bit of rotation there from Bruder Goats. Liam is setting a lap.
IS Lewis has set a lap, so again he's forgotten about the quali lap.
That's a shame.
And that's 2 races in a row, which I probably would feel is punishable now, but we'll move on because we're here to see some great racing. He's putting in a good lap time as well, so we'll have to see. It's up to the stewards on that one. I think Goat's coming around now. I think this is more of a warm-up lap, to be honest, for him.
Yeah, I think that was just the end of his outlap there. William had
okay, so here we go.
That last chicane. Right hand, and round the last corner. What is going to be? Not bad. Fourth place.
Williams just pipped Ryan on the mediums as well, so now Williams the highest of the medium runners, and that is a quick lap time for mediums.
Umpy's on another outlap, so I imagine there's a slight change in his setup there. He's just missed an apex. If I remember rightly, Eke just got picked out of pole position last week.
That's right, yes.
At the very, very last second by Wannabizo, who hasn't set a lap yet.
No, and Lesouche, we're still waiting for
However,
2 of the IS lads and Goats.
Wannabizo is the only person on the grid at the moment with more than 1 pole position.
Oh, and Lesouche goes fastest. 1:26.5. And Goats goes into 6th, 1:27.7. So now it's down to IS and Wannabizo. And I think Umpy's got more pace than that.
Well,
I think he may have had a bit of a scruffy lap.
Yeah, it looks like he made a mistake and he's back on full ERS. Full battery once he crossed the line, so I reckon he's going for
okay.
here.
Got IS Wannabizo coming into the final few corners now. See what he's second
He's up there.
fastest. Getting some fantastic camera angles.
I think my prediction would be that Go On will be pushed down to 5th by Umpy. I'm not sure where in those top 3 or he'll play.
It's those
but I imagine
medium
he'll be
runners
up
now, Hilly, Ryan and Coatsy. What are they going to do? Because one of them's going to get knocked out, you would have thought. Mind you, Umpy's on mediums.
there. He is. That's a good point.
My screen's showing softs and the game's showing mediums, so
Have you got it on fastest lap?
yep, I just as you said that, I was looking at that. Changed on to fittest. See what Umpy's got then.
127, so just put he's
Sick.
fastest of the runners. Only a tenth, exactly 1/10 ahead of William.
Got Ryan coming out in softs, so he's had to bite the bullet and
So these
faster tyres on.
bottom 4, well, Coates is quite a bit behind at the moment. But 8th, 9th and 10th are all pretty close. Any of them could get picked out.
They've all got a chance for another few laps.
There's only 4 tenths between 6th and 10th.
Yeah, it's a close grid this one at the
And the
moment.
fastest 2 there are both on mediums as well. I'll be right back.
I would say Umpy and William on the mediums, possibly. I'd be a bit nervous, but I think they might be clear on that one. We'll stay on board with Ryan as he starts his soft lap. Just as Hilly comes out as well in front of him. Nice and smooth there by Ryan. Looking quick. Number 46 Ferrari. This is Ryan's 4th race in SF1. He's currently had 2 5th positions and a 6th, so he'll be looking to capitalise and get some more points this weekend. He's working his way up the championship quite well at the moment.
Dummy duties, and I completely forgot I had the oven on. I forgot to put the pizza in.
Oh, no.
We're up to 7 viewers, so whoever they are, hello. I'm sure there's a way of seeing. I always forget how to look. Commander FRT Montoya. It's Joker. And me. I don't count, so we have 6 proper viewers.
So Ryan's got up to 3rd, so he's pretty happy on that lap. That's gonna
I suppose he's put himself safe. He's got himself out of the way
got
now.
Hilly, Coatsy and Goats have all come out again for their laps, so
All on top. There's a bit of a fight for that 3 there.
but William and Umpy have stayed in the pits on the mediums. So if they all improve like Ryan did, we could see William being dropped out.
Who's further ahead here? I think Hilly's the forerunner at the moment. Then Coatsy and then Bruder.
SF1 Coatsy in the number 32 Renault, sporting the lime green SF1 helmet.
Hilly's coming round Stowe. This is probably the only track I know any of the 4 names for. I'm not sure if it's
Here
going to
comes
be an
Hilly.
improvement. He
Ah,
has. He's
8th.
moved up to 8.
Splits.
So
Knocks
Coates's,
William down.
yeah, Coates's now coming around that final turn. We knock him down even further. Looks fast. He's improved
And he
as
goes ahead of
well.
William. So now it's up to Goats. He's on a lap.
Yep, he's coming down
Debutant Irishman.
the final straight towards Stowe. And he took that fast. Very, very fast.
That was nice and clean. The sole Haas driver this weekend.
Hit
Trying to get some points for Carlos's
right
team.
out wide onto the inner apex and over the line with it.
Yep.
Wow. And that, I
So
think,
William has been knocked out.
anybody
in
else
Q2.
was on a lap. Oh, that is it.
Just shows those couple of tenths that Umpy and William had, you know, in between them, and that's where everyone slotted in. The difference between 7th and out.
However, William will have a slight advantage. Starting on the
Maybe on
mediums,
those fresh
possibly.
tyres. If you want to, he's got a free tyre choice, which could help him if he wants to start on the hards, go bold, or go softs and try and lunge his way up there. It's up to him. I've just noticed actually we've got the Sushi's going for another quick lap. There's no need to, but he's going for it. Just getting a bit of pace in. No, he's pitted.
We have F1 Tom from GP3 watching at the moment. He is one of our Mercedes drivers in GP3. We're up to 9 units.
And that concludes Q2 then. We've lost our one driver, William. On to Q1, which will be a close one, I feel. And for team-wise, I have to say Ferrari are looking very strong.
They are both in the top 4.
Yeah, it's... And are they, apart from Renault, no, we've got 2 Force Indias in. So we have got a few teams with double drivers. Just having a look on the incident reports, and I have to tell you, there's barely any exceeding track limits. Very well behaved. A couple of speeding in the pit lanes, which is surprising.
I get them all the time.
Do you know, in GP2 race, someone took out the marker board where it shows you the line, so all of us had to struggle coming into the pit lane. It was awful. We all got penalties for that, I think.
Yeah, I got a stop and go for speeding in the pit lane, which it never let me serve. It was bizarre. Not that I complained, but I still finished near the bump. Oh, who is going to get the show on the road? Umpy's going to go first. Nope. Been picked for unfortunately. Is go round.
So, they should all be going out on softs, because obviously that is the quicker tyre. Wow, we've got a big train coming out of the pits. Eke's first out, I think. No, sorry. Gohan's already around.
Is Lewis his first out?
He's sporting a pink helmet as well, I see.
He has let Gohan go by the looks of it. So Gohan looks to be the first one to set a lap point.
Well, I have to say, it'd be nice to see Lewis get some points from McLaren because he's not had the best of seasons. And McLaren, wink wink, currently the constructors' leaders.
They are.
But it's going to be hard to keep it because Ferrari are only just behind them, and the two Ferraris around this track look in a rhythm. Lesouche and Ryan are definitely on the pace.
Yeah, Ryan hasn't finished out of the top 6 yet, so he had 2
No, he's only done 3 races and always consistently in the points.
So he's getting much needed points.
And he's a driver that thought he might struggle in GP1 at first, but he's come in and proven everyone wrong and proven he deserves a good seat.
Right, Gohan is now coming around in his final lap. Something's happened in sector 3.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a tail up just trying to find space, everyone. But Gohan in the number 46 Force India, we first set a lap.
Oh, a little bit wide and a lock up there.
Lock up there, yeah. It's good to see Gohan back in as well. I believe he's missed a few races recently, so it's glad to see him back in.
Yeah, he had a couple of unlucky races and then I think maybe needed a bit of time away. Regather, regroup and come back.
Tell you what, that was quick through that right-hander.
Early back onto full throttle there, out of Nuggets and
Yeah, he was only down into 5th. A lot of drivers use 4th around there. He carried a lot more speed in there.
They use whatever the computer tells me. They're all on the grass, so it could have been a track limit broken there. A lot of people losing it on that grass section.
I think he might have got away with it, to be honest. He's still pushing on hard. 126.8. It's a very reasonable lap time. IS Lewis is pitted straight away.
Eke must have had an invalidated lap there.
Valid lap.
Really
Let's see who's next. Coates's coming into the final few corners.
Umpy's just about to go over the line with a 126.9. Rudy Goetz and Coatesy.
Goetz must have had a bit of a scrappy lap because he's definitely got more pace than that. But Lesouche goes 126.4, divisional pole for the Frenchman, and IS Wanabiza goes 2nd. Here comes Ryan. He must have had an invalid lap time. He's pushing on again. So we've got Eke and Ryan, who have both had invalid lap times, but they're pushing on for a 2nd lap. Wow, Eke on 2-lap old tyres, 126.6, goes into 2nd place. That lad's got some pace. Ryan's backed off. He has got a fuel light flashing, so he might have run out of fuel. Right, so we've got 2 drivers that invalidated their lap times and now up against it.
Ryan's just come back in without any laps set.
I think the first lap invalidated and then the second lap he ran out of fuel. But Hilly's going again. He hasn't pitted with fresh tyres, he's going on the same set. Which is an interesting choice. Him and Coatsy. So close.
They are.
Doesn't matter what track we're at, doesn't matter what race or what happens, they're always so close together, these two. Separated by a few tenths.
They live close together, they race close together, and they've known each other very
Exactly.
long time. And while we're on it, actually, this time next week will be the charity race. Which will also be live on our stream with an assortment of drivers from across all 3 GPs, including myself, who will be taking the scenic route at the back. Ooh, Coatsy's just had a nasty slide. Hopefully he's not received the
Turn 1.
Someone came out of the pits.
I didn't catch it on stream, but
Yeah, big slide. I had Force India come out of the pits as I was in a hot lap. I got past him and managed to keep my line, but he received a 5-pace grid penalty for impeding a flying lap, which I think is the first penalty of that type I've actually seen.
I was going to say I've never seen that before,
no,
so...
From the game itself as well, it's very...
From the game itself, I can't imagine that would be overturned then.
No, I doubt it. It was very close, but you've got to remember, it's a very long pit. You've got a lot of time to see if there's drivers coming up that straight.
That's very true.
The only thing you can't do is stop. You get disqualified for stopping in the pit lane.
Right, we've got Bruder Goats, whose first flying lap, he must have got impeded or made a mistake, but he's whacked it up to max CRS. And we'll see what pace he's got.
Coach is probably coming through a fresh pair of shoes, but if anyone wants to set another lap now, this is the time to get out.
Yeah, Ryan's going to have to leave in the next few seconds, really. He'll have a lap, but if that lap gets impeded or something, he's starting from last.
Yeah. Looking at about 131, 132 for an outlap, so it's highly unlikely he's going to fit 2 laps in now, so this could be it.
No, he's out now, but...
He might make it.
See how much fuel he's running. I know on my couple of my laps I ran it to the bare minimum. 1 lap and that was it. A little bit wide there for Goats, but he's... Unky goes up to 2nd. Great lap by him. And Goats does a 127.2. Splits the 2 SF1 founders.
He might go for another.
I think he is. He's lost it. He's lost the back end.
Coming across at a time. No.
Just started.
No. Coach is on an outlet. Gohan, Wanabizo and the Super.
Tell you what, Ryan might get a bit of slipstream there. Who is that in front? That's IS Gohan, who's not moving. He's going to want to move pretty quickly. He's on an outlap by Escobar and Ryan's on a flyer. He's still not moving. He's got out of the way now, but I think that was a few corners too late, really. Eke goes fastest with a 1:26.2. Provisional pole for the Williams man. At the moment, all eyes are on Ryan to see where he can...
I don't think Umpy's going to improve. He has... Nope, Umpy has just hit the wall.
Is he retired on truck or is he?
Very retired.
Oh. Okay, well that's one way to retire. Ryan 4th. Great lap by him. Only a 10th off his Sushi's teammate.
Could go for a second, but his fuel's too low.
I think he is as well.
I think his fuel's too low. It's in the red. Bizo's going for it. Gohan as well. The Sushi's coming down the back straight towards Stowe. You know,
What a close grid this is shaping up.
Could this be Eki's first pole position? Or will it be
I mean,
taken
as
away?
it stands now, he's earned it. He's got a hell of a lap in. He's just locked up. He's coming to the final few. Oh, Lesouche!
Crossed the line by 400ths of a second.
And Eke gets it back!
Incredible.
Unbelievable!
He
On
did
two
not want
lap
to let
old
that
tyres. That's
right, now Ryan's going to have to move
brilliant.
out of Gohan's way. Gets well over. I think Gohan is now the only person to finish. Will he improve from 6th place to 126?
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
He's
he's
just
got three tenths at least to find to pip up into 5th.
Wow,
Wow.
third.
He
That
found
was a
more
great
than 3
improvement.
tenths. And I believe that is it, and that is Eki's first pole of the season.
We'll ride on board with Eke then, because,
In
like you say, congratulations to Eke on his first pole position of the season. Just as Lesouche thought he had it, 2 seconds later Eke snatches it back.
mad scenes in the stand. That right there was very reminiscent of last year at Silverstone in real life. Just pipped it back at the last minute.
So there we go, your top 10. Eke takes his first pole position by just under a 10th from Lesouche, with IS Gohan at the last minute getting 3rd. Umpy starts 4th, IS Wanabizo 5th, Ryan in 6th, 7th IS Lewis, Hilly 8th, Bruder Goats the debutant in 9th, ahead of SF1 Coetzee in 10th. So this is shaping up to be a cracker of a race.
Hopefully we'll have Leclerc back in once the race starts.
I shall send another invite because although he's appearing offline,
We should now have
But-
a roughly 5-minute break.
5-minute break as mandatory for all the GPs so the drivers can have a break and just gather themselves, set their strategies, their race fuels, etc.
And as my mum always said, go to the toilet before you get in the car. It's a long journey.
It's funny, isn't it, how GP1 at the moment seems to not be getting the attendance that, I mean, we're getting max lobbies in GP2 and GP3, but GP1 at the moment is just struggling a little bit, but that is changing. we are recruiting at the moment and we have interest, so hopefully it's just on its way back up again.
I'd say the league is still fairly within its infancy. Hopefully come next season we'll have much fuller grids right the way through.
Yeah, if anyone is watching and interested, please feel free to drop SF1 a message and register your interest.
We currently have
There's 2
GP1 places and I think 2 GP3 places as well at the moment. 3.
I think there might be a few more in GP1 after this one. I'm hearing news that we have had a few quit in the last hour, so it's I believe IS Raisin has left. So
yeah, he had
we shall see.
Some connection troubles.
There are some GP2 drivers that could always get moved up because they have some solid pace. So it's there's always ways around it. So Seth, do you have any predictions on who you feel the top 3 are going to be at the end of the 26 laps?
Well, I think one of Bezo will be up there, definitely. He's only had one finish off the podium so far. I think it'd be...
Yeah, it's been a very consistent year for him at the moment.
Yeah, silly to count him out. I think Umpy's definitely got the pace to be up there.
I'd like to see Eke. I think Eke's got the pace to possibly even hold on to this win. That qualifying pace was just out of nowhere. He must have been practicing hard. That was some solid pace.
Well, Eke, Umpy and Wannabezo have 13 podiums between them. Wannabezo barely ahead on 6. I think they'll be the 3 at the top. Without wanting to count anybody out. But we do also have Rudiger, whose pace hasn't been quite up with the top from what we've seen so far, but it's not about who's quickest over 1 lap, it's about who's quickest over 26.
Exactly, yeah, race pace is another thing. It's like GP2 yesterday with Diagoro. Qualifying pace was outstanding. That was GP1 pace, but then race pace he was right back with all of us, so
yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I was a bit gutted that we couldn't get a stream onto yesterday's race, but it looked pretty good from Leclerc's seat in GP2.
Is that how you watched it?
Yeah. They're at the back end of
I would have recorded from my view, but you'd have just seen Diagoro's rear wing the whole race, so it wouldn't have been that fun. And here we go, they're readying up. So we will be underway in a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, I think this is the only GP where we actually have two drivers, apart from the Force Indias in GP3, two drivers in William and Coatsy who run there or thereabouts on the same level. They're pretty close together in the tables and tend to be quite close on track as well.
Yeah, we've got a few unknowns this race, to be honest. I mean, we haven't seen a massive amount of racecraft from a few of them, like IS Lewis. Ryan's done a few. Saw him a bit in France, but we've obviously got Bruder Goats, his first race, so we'll have to see what he's like in race trim. And IS Lewis as well, he's not done that many races with us at the moment, so it'd be interesting to see as well if he can hold on to 7th or work his way up. Right then, here we go. Britain GP1. They're just coming onto the grid now. We have 11 races for the race, so somebody's not going to be scoring points. The main title battle, the title fight contenders are all in it. So, can Eke hold on to his first pole position? We shall see. More 5 red lights, and we're away. Oh, it's a slow start by Eke Lasouche, straight up the inside.
And Gohan as well. Almost got taken by Gohan as well.
It looked like Eke bogged down quite a bit. It's been a rubbish start by Ryan. He's fallen right back to 11th. Everybody looks cleanly through at the moment. Fantastic start by Coatsy. He's up multiple places. And Hilly. Oh no! Oh. Just as I say it, no. Hilly was up multiple places.
Hilly in a big incident.
Caught it on stream, but not who started it. Hilly was up to 4th then. I thought he had an amazing start. Got Gohan and Eke side by side into the S's. Gohan just backs out a tad. I'll tell you what, that's ruined Umpy's race because he started on the mediums as well. He was going long in the first stint.
It looks like he's got in fact more than front wing damage. He has no front wing. Hilly's missing.
I'll tell you what.
Right hand side.
Bruder Goats has made a fantastic start as well. He's up to 7th and hassling Coatsy for 6th.
At the moment, Coatsy's capitalised more than anybody else, up 4 places.
And the big losers at the moment, Umpy down 6 places and Hilly down 3. They both come into the pits.
Holding on to the back of Coatsy.
Yeah, he's not letting him go. He's looking for a move. He's in a Renault sandwich at the moment. And Constant Ryan, after his terrible start, we didn't see what happened to him, but he's right on the back of William again. We know he's got the pace to work out.
That would be a very brave place. He let off the foot a little bit early there.
Oh! Goats, he's made a mistake. Goats up the inside. Wow. William just had to back out there, otherwise he would make contact with his teammate.
Coatsey's back on his fellow, he's going to take him back on the front.
Coatsey and Goats are side by side. Oh! The Renaults have made contact.
William shot down.
I don't think Coatsey saw that William was alongside him. Coatsey went for an inside move and things would get... Oh wow. This is getting very personal now.
Yeah, we've now got Ryan on the back of Coatsey and William gaining back.
I.S. Lewis, the first penalty of the race, already 3 laps in. But as it stands, Goats got 6th. Coatsey's kept hold of 7th, Ryan's up to 8th, Williams down to 9th, even though Williams made 2 positions up from the starting. Remember, William did start last. Did see the 2 Renaults making contact along the Hangar Straight.
He is catching up to Umpy, where they're 50 plus seconds behind William at the moment. Ryan's right back on the back of Coatsey.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time at the moment. Ryan seems to have some solid pace at the moment. Oh, William goes out wide. Don't want to be doing that too many times, otherwise you'll pick up the penalties.
Very close to the back of Ryan there through back of Beckett's. Almost contact there from
Coatsey.
Coatsey.
Yeah, these two in a great battle. I mean, I'm not sure it's just me, but William seems to be lagging all over the place on mine a bit.
Ryan's going to try it round the outside of Stowe. Does he make it?
Has he kept hold? If he keeps hold of this, that's a fantastic move.
Almost,
it is.
Almost.
Oh. It is. That's a fantastic move by Ryan. On the outside.
Pulled William back onto his rear end. Coatsey, I don't think he'll let go.
I tell you what, the amount of scrapping they've done, Goats has already pulled out 3 seconds on this little battle here. Going back up to the top, you've got
catching the Souche now.
Yeah, half a second behind the Souche. Go on to further less than a second and Wannabizo. Yeah, Wannabizo's got some good racecraft at the moment. These 4 seem to be pulling away already from 5th place downwards. Wannabizo's lining up Gohan, he goes to the inside. Lovely clean move, textbook stuff.
He's taken that. That's almost slung shot Wannabizo onto the back of Eke as well there.
Now these 2 are friends, well to be honest 3 of them are friends. It's only Eke in there that's not in this French Armada at the moment, so it could be a bit of teamwork going on here. Eke's got his work cut out.
He certainly has had a lock up.
See him lock up. Ryan's closing in on Goats. He's caught up 2nd in that lap, so he's pushing on hard. William has got past Coatsey. Unfortunately, after Umpy and Hilly's misdemeanours on the first lap, they are now 50 seconds behind the leaders. At the moment, we're riding on board with Wannabizo, who's right at the back of Eke, our pole sitter. It just seemed like he had a bit of a slow start, may have bogged down a bit.
Eke standing in the water there. Eke's out of the DRS
Yeah,
range of Lesouche, that's really hurting.
Another brilliant move by Wanabizo, just textbook up the inside. Nothing Eke could do about that, it's just the overspeed and DRS. So can Wanabizo challenge the quick starting Lesouche now? Another battle heating up, it's William on the back of Ryan. Williams caught up to the back of Ryan quickly, who's furtherly catching up to the back of Goats at some pace as well.
Much tidier line there from William as well.
He's
It's a
looked at the
brave
move.
place to try and take it.
Yeah, he
pull it off.
looked.
But he
I
kept it
think that
clean.
would have been a bit of a risky move, like you say, but
I think he's close enough.
is William
Yeah,
lagging for you a bit, Seth?
Doesn't seem to be. I'm on board with him at the moment. He seems to be okay.
He seems a bit glitchy on our stream at the moment.
Patient with his back straight here. Goes in that slipstream. He's got DRS. Ryan hasn't. He should practically walk past him here.
I don't think Ryan's going to give this up easy. He's not sort of. But he has. We're going to fight that one.
DRS zone coming up though.
Lesouche, 3-second time penalty. That's not good for him, considering
that's
Wanabizo's now only leading. That would drop him back to 4th this way. Top 3 still covered by only 1.5 seconds. Welcome to our viewers as well. Nice to see you all tuning in. We're currently on lap 7. Lesouche got an amazing start off the start and took Eke straight off the line. Wanabizo's worked his way up 3 places to 2nd. And obviously Eke from pole has dropped down to 3rd, but keep him in touch with them. Johan in 4th, who's just picked up his first penalty, but he's sticking there with him as well. And obviously on the start we unfortunately had SF1 Hilly and Umpy make contact just out of turn 3, so that's why they're 50 seconds behind, if any of you just tuning in are wondering. It looks like it's going to be one fight between Lesouche and Wanabizo and Eke for this race win. Wanabizo practically pushing Lesouche round the corners. Oh, Bruder's in the pits. Now that's quite early to come in. In fact, that's very early to come in. Wanabizo, side by side with Lesouche. This could not be closer.
Lesouche has a bit of an advantage there on the inside.
Side by side.
Oh, very wide for Wanabizo out of that.
Wanabizo takes it. He held the position. He was run wide. But
Eke's not leaving off though.
No, Eke's still within distance, and Lesouche is coming back at him. Lesouche made some dive
into Stowe. Over the years we've seen some brilliant overtakes through that corner. It is a place to do it, that's for sure.
These two are putting on one heck of a race at the moment. IS Gohan 5 seconds.
It's unfortunate.
I thought it was a bit early to pit, but it seems a few of them are trying to get the undercut. Goats was first in, now Gohan's in.
I think from the look of Wannabe's and Lasouche, the battle is now on. They've blocked up their corners.
That was some fantastic moves by Wannabe's there, and then that lunge back from Lasouche was brilliant.
Eke still there in the mix.
SF1 Hilly with a 3 second. He's still following Umpy round back, unfortunately.
You can like to imagine the frustration he's having right now. And he's on hard tight, same as Umpers. They're probably quite possible that they will be just playing the long game now.
Still got Ryan in 6th.
Just
behind William. This is going to be a race-long battle. Obviously these two were catching Goats, and now he's pitted. He'll be on fresher tyres, putting in some quick lap times, but it'll be interesting to see where they come out. IS Lewis comes into the pits, and like you say, Seth, it's a very long pit lane, this one. Down to 37 miles an hour, which feels like an eternity when you're racing. It's a clean pit stop by McLaren, and he's straight back out again.
Should stay out in front of Gohan. Oh, no, he's not going to make it.
He's out ahead of Brood of Goats. It's been a quiet but solid race so far from the debutant Brood of Goats and the Haas in the points. But back up at front, Wannabezo still leads by only half a second ahead of Lasouche, with Eke only a further 1.1 seconds back, and Wannabezo pits and Lasouche pits and Eke pits. Oh! Eke slamming the brakes on, running into the back of Lasouche in the pit lane. The battle goes down to the pits.
Position change. No. They come out as they went in. So I think possibly
William and
the first
Ryan.
time this season William is leading the race.
Well, it's great to see. He's been in SF1 for a while now, and he's always improving, William. And he's got the fast charging Irishman Constant Ryan behind him. And if there's one thing we know about Ryan, he never gives up. He'll be putting quali laps in now to try and catch the pink helmet of William. It's been a very clean race by these two as well. No penalties so far. They're not running wide. Oh! William's made a mistake. William ran very deep into the corner, and that's allowed Ryan to longside him. And Constant Ryan takes the lead of the British Grand Prix on lap 11. And then he comes straight into the pit lane.
And William's right behind him. Ooh.
That was a lovely move by Ryan. William just outbraked himself into the Maggots and Beckett's, and that allowed Ryan to come alongside him down the Hanger Straight.
Actually, it looks like Wannabezo took quite a lot from that pit stop. He's a good 1.8 seconds ahead of the Super.
Wannabezo's absolutely flying at the moment, as is IS Gohan, who sets the fastest lap time at the moment.
Well, that's called Umpy and Hilly back within 40 seconds of the leader now.
Rudy Goetz picks up his first penalty, which is a shame because at the moment he's running in 6th ahead of Ryan, William, Coetzee, Umpy and Hilly. Solid points at the moment for Haas. Who, to be fair, Seth, I think you'll agree, Haas haven't had the best time in GP1 at the moment.
No, they haven't.
I think 1 point in the last 3 or 4 races from Absolute in the French Grand Prix.
He's had 2 all season.
It's been a struggling season, especially as Armandale's not raced the last few races for Haas. Who actually Goetz has taken the place of at the moment.
Okay, he's pulling the suit back in very slowly as well. Man.
Yeah, on to lap 12, and everyone has made their mandatory pit stop. IS Wanabizo leads from Lesouche, gaps 1.5 seconds, with Eke still just within striking distance on Lesouche, who sets the fastest lap time, 1:29.6. So he's pushing on. One thing I didn't notice, Seth, was Umpy and Hilly have come out on the hards. So they're going to the end, but that's going to be one struggle.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I have a feeling they may pit again.
I mean, Umpy's still in the points, obviously, but Hilly's not going to want to sit in 11th. He's 4 seconds behind. We're not used to seeing those two at the back of the grid, that's for sure. And it looks like we've got round 6, William versus Ryan. William only 7/10 behind Ryan again. After Ryan. No. And they're very close to the championship, I feel, as well. They're very similarly placed. Eke now pips Lesouche's fastest lap time by a few tenths. Brings the gap down to 7/10. William with a great line out of there. He's 3/10. He's got DRS. This could be close now. He pulls out to have a look. Just not got enough speed at the moment. And all the time these two are fighting, Bruder Goetz and IS Lewis are just getting further down the road. One thing both these drivers are very good at is saving their battery where needed. I've noticed that in the last few races, Ryan and William, every time you ride on board with them or look at their telemetry, they've always got a good amount of battery left. And IS Gohan's got a full set of battery. Eke's got nearly a full battery as well, whereas the top two are only running 40% odd. They're still pushing themselves hard. That's impressive from Eke to be only half second behind
Yeah.
Lesouche with full battery, and Hilly's 5-second stop go penalty for speeding the pit lane. I think he might be doing a soft blast. Yeah, soft tyres go on, and he's back out again. It's not been the race Hilly would have wanted, especially after that start. He was up to 4th place, I saw at one point. And even worse than that, I think he's only a few corners away from being lapped now. But he is on the faster tyres now, so he should get away just fine. But with 10 laps to go, one of Bezo's now pulling out the lead 2 seconds over Lesouche, who has a 3-second time penalty, it must be said. So Eke is in a net 2nd place at the moment.
He's come out on soft.
Eke's looking closer. He's turned his battery up. Just not close enough. Eke's looking feisty now. He wants past Lesouche if he has any chance of winning this race. William with a 3-second time penalty. Right up behind Ryan still, who has caught Goats. They were 3 seconds apart, now it's only 1.6. They're pushing each other so hard that they're now catching the Haas driver at quite some speed.
He's just come round, he's back on DRS. He's desperately trying to stay away. Using up all his battery there actually. Some people do underestimate how much difference ERS can make.
Yeah, it's a sizable difference. Wouldn't want to race without it.
There's a good, I'd say probably 2 to 3 seconds a lap between your lowest used setting and overtake mode.
Quali run mode, yeah. I tell you what, Eke's close here. He's close enough to make a move. He goes at the inside. Oh, they make contact. He let him back past.
I think that was a bit of an apology, possibly.
But Lesouche did then barge Eke as he was letting him past.
He is driving Ferrari.
But all that has let Gohan right into the mix, 1.5 seconds behind now.
Eke is on his back now.
I have to say though, Eke, good fair play to you, mate. That showed good racecraft and fairness. That was good sportsmanship from Eke to let him back through.
Yeah, something that's you don't always see a lot of in the heat of the moment.
No, especially when you're fighting for position, you get annoyed, but Eke is one of our top SF1 racers, so we expect nothing less from the lad.
Rudy Goats has just made his mistake somewhere. He was 2 tenths behind Ryan, then he's back half a second. William, Bruder and Ryan all within a second of each other as well at the moment. Small train going on.
Now Goats did pit very early. He's on 4 lap old tyres than these two, so he might start feeling near the end of the race a bit of struggle from these tyres. One thing we do know about Bruder Goats is he is a very defensive driver. He's very good at keeping the driver behind. Places his car in all the right positions. Williams not going to have an easy time with this, I don't think.
It's close though.
Lesouche, another penalty. That's 6 seconds of penalties now.
2 tenths. Wow.
Williams alongside Goats. He's backed out of it. He thought better of that than going into Maggots and Beckett side by side.
That could work out well for anybody.
Live to fight another day, especially when you're in solid points positions at the moment. William trying to make a move up the inside, but his Goat's not having any of it. Oh wow! William
move
round the outside of turn 1. That was fair, clean racing by Goats, and that was a great move by William. That's GP1 for you, lads and girls. And they're back at it again, side by side. Goats round the outside. That's always going to be a very difficult move. And William just has better traction out with his fresher tyres. And there's nothing Goats can do about it at the moment. Eke still all over the back of Lesouche. You've got to feel this is ruining Eke's race at the moment. Lesouche is picking up the penalties at the moment and it's not helping him. Goats and Williams still going at it. A whole lap of nearly side-by-side action between these two. Feel now Williams just got enough now to be out of Goats' DRS danger zone.
Goats got into a slipstream a little bit early to take much of an advantage of it, I think, on that back straight, and that just bumped him out of being able to. He can be too close.
That's helped Ryan as well. Consolidated 6th place. He's now solid 2.5 seconds ahead of these two squabbling, and Goats going at it again.
Oh,
no!
Goats has definitely come off worse there. Williams back on track. I don't believe there's any damage.
William got away cleanly there, but it's hurt Goat. Like you said, don't think he's got any damage. It was a justified move. He was up the inside. I just think maybe William didn't see him, or maybe Goat braked a bit late, but no, Goat has got damage to the right fins. He's got his end plate still intact, but he has got damage.
Oh, yeah.
And that's put Coatsty right on the back. Now, Goat could pit and still come out in 10th place, or he can try and
to be honest, I would
soldier
probably
on.
hold it now. I don't think he'll drop. Hopes he could catch up and take 8th of him. I don't think it's worth it in.
No, and Umpy's still on hard, so
I don't think Umpy's going to catch. I think Hilly maybe didn't get the advantage he wanted out of the softs, but what a horrible race.
No, it's left him 31 seconds behind. It's a shame because they're both looking solid top 5 people, I'd say, easily this race. I would have put him right in between Gohan and Lewis for sure. I think the top 3 this race have just been in an absolute class of their own. And Gohan, to be fair, he's stuck with them this whole race.
It's been a relatively empty race.
Apart from the contact on turn 1 and Eke's contact on Lesouche, which she did let him back past, so it could be a pretty simple incident. It's been a very clean race.
Penalties.
Okay, must know that he's got penalties, but he would like to get the overtake on track, as we all do. Goats is holding station in front of Coatsy at 2.3 seconds still, so he's got back up to speed very quickly.
Okay.
Humphrey's just got a time penalty. Yeah, he's right all over him. Surely it's only a matter of time.
Very clean for both of them through most of the seconds. I think the Sush gets slightly better exit. I think he's just too far ahead. Definitely pushing though, big lock up there in that last chicane.
He seems to be the driver that locks up the most. He seems to be the one that's always finding the limits. Which is obviously what you're here for. It's
oh, and a lock up from the Sush as well there. He's defending hard. So far, Eke has the fastest lap by almost 2 tenths. Alright, wow, looking at that, the second fastest lap, which might surprise some people out there. William Lauscher was 1:29.499.
oh wow.
And Eke just
He's
picks
a
him
quick
with
driver.
a 1:29.455.
Tell you what, Coatsy's only 1.3 behind Goats now. He's brought the gap down by a second in the last lap or so.
And 3 laps left, we could take it. It's possible. Eke is definitely pushing hard for the overtake. I just hope he doesn't push too hard, because it'd be a shame for him to lose the second place through a mistake. Buonaviso's running his own race now. A good 7.5 seconds up. And Coatsy's now within a second. I've got a feeling probably about this time next lap, Coatsy, I think he may make a pass on Gruder. William Lauscher with a 1:29.404 fastest lap.
He's pushing hard. Thank you to all our viewers also who have tuned into the race, with a few new viewers. We have a James McLean. He's a new viewer this week, so glad to have you aboard, mate. IS Gohan, he's still sticking with them in the pink flamingo car.
Give Carlos a wave as well. Carlos is watching. Hi Carlos. Must not have his resident cougar around tonight.
Oh, Seth.
And Coatsy 2 tenths off the back of Gruder Goats now. I think possibly just bide his time.
2 laps to go.
Beckett's. Can Gruder make his car wide enough to hold Coatsy off this lap?
That's going to be a tough challenge.
And everyone is still on the lead lap as well. So everyone will be crossing.
Here we go.
Will he do it round the outside?
Coatsy down the hanger straight. That's going to be a brave move.
Not quite enough. He has got better traction. He's given the place back. He did do the overtake.
Yeah, he did.
Track, I think.
He did run wide. Coates's a fair racer, he knows. He wouldn't like that done to him.
Now saving up some battery for the next lap, as is Bruder. Coates is hanging on. We could see him try another overtake before we get back round towards Stowe. He's very, very close on the back of him there. And we've still got Eke 3/10 off Lasou. She is hanging on to that gearbox like his life depends on it.
It's literally like me and Daigoro yesterday. It's just when you're in the groove and the driver in front's in the groove, it's hard to.
Bruder. Can you get better traction out of this right-hander? Not quite, about even.
Goat's making that car as wide as he can.
Got them coming back round, through Maggots and Beckett's. Holding very close, tidy. Bruder's not had the best exit out of there. I think Coates might have him there. I probably would have held in the slipstream a little longer. There we go.
Yeah, he's got
the
Ryan with the fastest lap.
Inside line this time. Wow. By some margin as well. Bruder might have a slight advantage here because he's got the inside line going into the chicane. Oh. I think we might.
What racing these two.
Incredibly soon. Incredibly soon.
This is GP1 racing, side by side, both of them being fair.
Now as well, just approaching, going through Maggots and Beckett's now. As nice as it'd be to see one of these across the finish line and take the GP, I don't think we can take our eyes off these at the moment. Coates is taking it? No.
Coates is up the inside. It's going to be
has
hard
got
for
the
Goat to
stronger
keep
line.
on.
And Goats doesn't want
And he's
another
done it.
incident like earlier. He's conceded the place. The last thing he wants is another spin on that corner.
And I'm riding on board of Wannabezo, who's just coming across the line to win the British Grand Prix GP1. Lasouche in second with Eke. So close, but Eke gets second on penalties. Well done, Eke. And Gohan
Solid.
coming across in fourth. I think he might keep it because Lewis.
Oh no!
No, Lewis takes fourth.
Penalty, just. Only just.
Ryan in sixth. He's got to be happy with that.
Fastest lap from Constant Ryan as well. 1/10 up on
Fantastic
Williams
lap by
previous.
Ryan. William comes home in seventh, and then we've got the two battling. Still very close. But Coatesy making up to eighth. He's happy.
No.
Bruder Goats on his debut, 9th place, 2 points.
Umpy over the line and into the wall.
Oh! Yeah, I was going to say, what's happened there?
Just parked up for the
It's
night.
not been a race for Umpy, has it?
No, definitely not.
And here comes SF1 Hilly. Unfortunately, not the race he would have wanted, but he stayed in the lobby, which is more than what a few people can say.
And he gives a little donut.
And we're getting some donuts.
There we go.
What a
Look
lad.
at that. Well, my screen with the light in it looked like he was floating.
I'll tell you what, I'd be inclined to give Hilly driver the day for that. What a lad. But no, honestly, it's got to be Wannabezo. What a cracking race by him.
I mean, you've got to give it to Eke as well. Eke really held on there.
Yep, and no penalties as well for Eke, which is what got him the second place, keeping it clean. Well done to the top three.
There you go, look at that.
If you could invite them in, Seth, to do the
do my
do
best.
the post-race interviews, and I'll get some screenshots of the results for everyone. Quite a lot of track limits there.
Right. 2 down. Oh yes. I have invited them all to the party. There we go.
We've got Eke in. We're just waiting for Wannabes and Lasouche now, and we'll get the podium interviews underway.
If Eke could remember to include his audio into the stream.
But I think while we wait for the others, we'll go on to Eke and get the interview started. So Eke, qualifying went perfect, pole position, your first pole position of the year. How did that feel for you, mate?
I was really happy about it. I was looking for a pole position every time, of course, when I was racing before, so finally got it here.
Yeah, you had it. Lasouche got it again, and then two corners later, sorry, you got it back. It was fantastic to see, and I think you're on your second lap on those tyres as well, so it just showed you could have even gone faster.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I could get a clean lap in, so I wanted to make sure I could do 2 laps on them.
No, it's fantastic and well earned as well. And then on the start, tell us about that, because it seemed like you got a bit of a slow start, and that's where it sort of got away for you. Just the start was the only down bit of the whole race for you.
Yeah, I just missed the last, like, my reaction was horrible. Then I just lost the place, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you kept with them the whole race, and you had the pace, so you've got to be happy with that. And from pole to second, it's more solid points for you in the championship. So congrats, Seth. Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you've pretty much covered it all, to be honest. It was brilliant to watch. Absolutely brilliant to watch.
Yeah, you three were just in a class of your own.
A few scary moments. But,
yeah, I want to apologize to Lasouche about the move I tried, and it didn't really pan out.
Yes, no problem, mate. I saw after the race, after that, you don't want to overtake me. You was nice. You was I don't have the words. Comment on dit
You're
prudent,
fair,
en anglais?
You're a gentleman.
Yes,
Quoi?
yes. After that, yes, he was a gentleman. Yes, exactly.
It was fantastic.
Well,
you two absolutely hanging off each other the whole race. I think they got to a point where Wannabezo kind of ran away a bit, but Lasouche and Eke close the whole 26 laps, to be honest,
Yes.
including in the pits.
Yes.
Wow, hello Lasouche and Wanabizo, thank you for joining. As long as your audio is included, we'll move on to you guys. Start with you, Wanabizo. What a race, man. That must have been exactly what you wanted, especially considering you're in the title fight and you're leading, I believe, isn't he, Seth, now? Or still is?
I will just check that. 3 points behind is Leclerc now. Just
only 3
3
points.
So almost there. Very, very close.
But tell us about your race, Wanabizo. How did it go for you?
Yeah, pretty good race, but I don't understand what happened in first lap with MP and I think SF1 Healy. Just I see the netcode and the race of MP and Healy was completely destroyed for my fault with netcode. So I don't very happy for this. And I'm very sorry for these two drivers. But after that, yeah, pretty good race, good strategy, and at the moment
Good pace.
with
Very good
Lasouche, yes, but at one moment with Lasouche, I'm pushed out of the track. Twice,
light.
so
I
yeah,
thought it was a
but,
good fight for us. I think, in my opinion, the 3-4 corners we passed together was a pretty good fight.
yeah, but
For one episode, it
yeah, I
was
don't
a
know.
little bit too much for one corner, but I think it was good.
Yeah, but second victory for me today, so I'm very happy, and 3 point behind Leclerc, so it's very, very good result for me.
And Lasouche,
Yeah.
you got a fantastic start. You must have been thrilled
Yes.
once you got past Eke.
I was happy, very happy. But
It was lightning
you
off
know,
the start.
I know that when Abizo gonna come back in the race, we already have a race championship on this track, and I know he has a really good pace. So when I see him second in the 5 laps, I know he's gonna pass. So we battle a bit, and after a fight with AK all along, so good race, some fight, and I took the P3, so it's good. It's good for me.
Well, me and Seth would just like to say on behalf of SF1, you guys, thank you for a great battle, and also thank you, Eke, like Lasouche said, for being a gentleman. That was, you don't see that very often in racing. So
Yes, thank you to
congrats
let me
to all
pass
three of
again.
you.
It was nice, man.
Well, that
Same.
concludes.
Yeah,
Would
go
like to
on.
cry thank you out as well to Coatsy, Goats, Ryan, and William for giving some absolutely fantastic battles on track today. Absolutely brilliant. Kept me glued to the screen.
Yes, it was just what we expect from GP1, and we'll be back. Not next week. We have a week's break, but it'll be the week after for the German Grand Prix.
It will be.
So
However,
from
next weekend,
SF1.
next weekend we do have a double header on the Saturday for GP2, and
That's
we do
correct.
have the charity race on Sunday. The same
Yes,
day
so please,
as Formula One debuts back on our screens.
all of you tune in for the charity race because it's for a good cause and it's going to be a cracker. All 3 divisions in the same race, 100% round Silverstone. So if you have the time, please tune in and support SF1. But from here tonight, we wish you a good evening and take care. Thank you for tuning in.
Goodbye, everyone.